Hey, it's Coach Jamila, and we are talking about how to deal with a lack of trust, after an unwanted divorce. Typically when there's a breakdown of a marriage, there's been some level of deception or distrust involved, and that can leave you feeling like, I can't trust any guys going forward in a new relationship. So the question really is, how do you deal with that, right? How do you work through that? So first of all, the two reasons I'm going to give you. Number one, you have to work on your self-worth. That is how you see yourself, what you believe about yourself, what you think about yourself. Once you correct that and you get that on lock and your belief for yourself is up at 100, then not only are you going to attract a better guy, but number two, you're going to trust yourself. You're going to trust yourself to allow yourself to be vulnerable, knowing that even if he is a great guy, even if he is honest, he's not going to be perfect. And should it happen that I get hurt again, I'm going to be okay. The world is not going to end. I'm not going to die. None of that. I'm going to be okay. I'm going to be just fine. I can handle it. I'm going to be okay. And so self-worth, get it up here, attract a better guy, but even still, you could still go wrong. But you trust yourself and know that you're going to be okay. And this isn't going to cause you to go all the way back, to have a complete setback or complete devastation. Okay. So that's the one way that you can deal with your lack of trust issues. The second area is really to do kind of a dissection on what wasn't in your previous relationship that led you to feel like you couldn't trust this person. Did they lie a lot? Were they deceptive towards you? Or were you that type of person that was always trying to check their phone, checking their email? Were you creating the circumstances or the situation that you most feared? Because sometimes we can become so fixated on something that's negative that even if it didn't exist, we can end up creating it. Now, so we're talking about two scenarios. One where it is real, you were lied to. Okay, so you have trust issues. We talked about that. But now we're talking about where maybe just because of past situations, this is something that's always been a struggle for you in every relationship for whatever reason. And so when you get into a new relationship, you immediately get into this whole mode of insecurity. And so that's the point, that's the issue that has to be addressed, is you have to deal with your insecurities. Because if you do meet an honest man that is good to you and you have not dealt with these insecurities, you will never, ever, ever trust him, which would have nothing to do with him and everything to do with you. So just let's wrap it around and review. 2, 1, guy that you totally can't trust, he lied to you, so you have trust issues. Get that, got that. Remember, we talked about it. Fix your self-worth and learn to trust yourself again. You can handle it if you get hurt. You'll be okay. The second thing is, but again, of course, you're attracting a better guy. The second thing is if you are attracting good guys, but you just can't seem to get it together, and actually function normally in a relationship, well, that's indicative that you need to do some work on your insecurities and you need to address those so that going forward, the good news is somehow you're attracting these great guys, but you can't hold on to them because of what the baggage that you're bringing to the table. And so deal with your own baggage so that you can have a normal, healthy, happy, trusting, and loving relationship. Does that make sense? Okay. Now, if you are struggling, with your insecurities or struggling, with your lack of trust, these are areas that I really help my clients address. We really dig down and we get to those inner limiting beliefs and what's behind everything. I invite you to actually book a free 30-minute relationship readiness assessment call with me. If you want some help working with someone one-on-one on your specific issues, book a 30-minute relationship readiness assessment call. It's totally free. And what we're going to do in that call is pretty much just dig down and get to the bottom of what's really going on and identify those things that are holding you back, preventing you from having the relationship and the lifestyle that you want. Okay. And, I may invite you to come on as one of my clients. I only work with a few people every month, so it may not be a possibility, but even if it's not, you're still going to get tremendous value out of that call because you're going to at least know what's going on, what's the issue. And then we can figure out a way to help you address that if I get availability in my schedule. So anyway, that's my invitation to you. I thank you for watching. Please subscribe, give a thumbs up if you enjoyed this, and I look forward to seeing you here again.